So this class is going to have a focus of that third chakra. That was the message that I was getting this week, is we need to ignite our inner fire. And so we're going to be doing that. Of course, we're going to be opening up all of our chakras, but we are going to have that focus on that third. So think about that spinning wheel of yellow energy, that fire energy, the core of your willpower, your confidence, your courage. This is us aligning with ourselves. What feels right for us? Not based on what feels good for anyone else or what they think we should be doing. It's what feels right for us. So by opening that up, we're going to feel more within our power. And when we're doing our warrior, any type of warrior poses, feel that power. And so we will be doing a lot of folding over and focusing on that folding over, as well as core as well, to get that fire going and build some heat within ourselves. Okay, so let's start on the mat and let's start right in child's pose. So let's put our foreheads down to the mat, breathing in and out through your nose. Activate your Ujjayi breath if you'd like that, or if that is a part of your practice. And you simply slightly constrict the back of your throat on the breath out. Feel the connection of your forehead against your mat. And you can even picture yourself connecting in with Mother Earth. And on your forehead, you have a beautiful spinning wheel of indigo energy, which is your direct connection to your higher self. You can even picture that opening and opening, that energy field getting bigger and bigger, radiating out from your forehead. And during this practice, pay attention to the thoughts that pop in, because those could be beautiful ideas and inspiration to help you to move forward at this time. Bring your attention to your third chakra, located above your belly button and below your ribs, a beautiful spinning wheel of yellow energy. You can think about this energy throughout the practice, expanding, opening, accelerating, igniting your inner fire. It's the core of who you are and what is right for you. And we need to build that confidence and courage so we can move forward in a way that feels right for us. And sometimes fears will come up, fears of judgment, fears of failure, fears of the unknown. And as long as we notice when these fears come up, they're brilliant indications to show us where we have an opportunity to let go of perceptions that are actually distortions. Take a deep breath in, breathe out through your mouth, and let it out. And again, deep breath in, let it out through your mouth. Well, in this position, it might feel a little constricted, but let's try a bit of belly breathing. The constriction will help you to bring your focus to that third chakra. So breathe in as your belly expands. Breathe out as it collapses in. Breathe in as it expands and go at your own pace. Breathe out as it falls. Continue a few more times with that belly breathing as we're truly activating that third chakra. We're helping it to build and grow. All right, let's move ourselves up to tabletop. And let's go to a cow position. So let's breathe in as we drop our belly down. Open up our heart, slightly raise your chin. Feel your spine starting to warm up. Breathe out, belly button to spine. Drop your head. Allow your neck and shoulders to fully relax. Breathe in, back up to cow. Breathe out,
and to cat. Breathe in, neutral spine. Now let's warm up our hips as well as our lower back. Bring your left hip towards your left shoulder, and then bring your right hip towards your right shoulder. And continue to do that at a pace that feels good for you. Now, our third chakra has the element of fire within it. Our second chakra is the element of water. So if you're drawn to move like you're moving through the water and you're flowing, that will also be activating that second chakra, the center of your joy, your creativity, your abundance, your fertility, and your sexuality. Okay, let's bring our bum towards our feet. Reach your arms a little bit more forward, and then allow the top or the back of your heart to lead the way as you slowly push yourself forward. So you're looking like a cat, but then you continue to go forward, and let's go down into a cobra position. And then let's allow that the back of our heart to lead the way as it pushes up, and our bum slowly pushes backwards towards your feet and back down. So you're reaching into that child's pose again. And then allow your heart to once again lead the way, going all the way forward into cobra, opening up your heart to the sky. Once again, allow the back of your heart lead the way as your booty goes back towards your feet. One more time. Heart is leading the way right now. We're flowing like water to cobra, and then come on back all the way down to child's pose again. Come back up to tabletop. Knees, you can bring your knees together to touch this time. Let's draw that right leg back. Your toes can be touching the ground, or you can raise them up so you have a long line from the top of your head all the way to your foot. You can choose your foot to be flexed, or you can point your toes. And if you want to intensify the balance and the core work, you can take that left hand and reach it out. So opposite arm to opposite leg. Feel your core activated. Feel your belly tight. Feel that back leg and that arm activated. Those muscles are activated. That right arm is also very much activated, keeping you in place. And then let's breathe in as we bring our elbow and knee together to touch. And breathe out, let's reach it forward. Breathe in, bring that together to touch. Breathe out, reach it forward. One more time. Breathe in, come together. Breathe out and reach. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the hand if it's up. Drop that knee back down. Let's bring that left leg back. Draw it up if that feels good for you. And let's bring the right arm all the way forward, reaching. So reach forward with those fingertips, reach back with that heel. Feel your strength, feel your power. Feel the heat, the inner fire starting to build. Breathe in, let's elongate a little bit more. Breathe out, bring your elbow towards your knee. And then reach it out in both directions. Okay, breathe in, elbow to knee. Breathe out and reach. Again, breathe in, elbow to knee. Breathe out and reach. And let's hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If that hand is up, drop it down, and let's bring that knee back down. Let's do a cat pose right now. Cat, push the back of your heart all the way up to the ceiling. And then let's do another cow. And then let's breathe into neutral spine. Reach those arms forward. Tuck your toes, and let's push up to the first downward dog of the practice. All right, let's pedal at our feet, warm up the heels. The backs of your, you're warming up your heels, I guess, your Achilles tendons. And let's also warm up those calves and our hammies. So taking turns, pushing those heels down to the mat. Oh, I got a tickle on my nose. All right. Sometimes you just got to deal with those things, right? Ah, that feels good. Let's bend both knees and push your heart a little bit closer to those thighs. And then keeping your heart there, push those heels down to the mat. Feel that beautiful long stretch up the back of your legs. Also feel your back activated. It is working right now. All right, let's breathe in and lift that right leg up. Breathe out. Let's bring our knee to our nose and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathe in, lift that leg up. Breathe out, bring the knee to the right elbow and hold. If this is too much, you can go to child's pose at any time or just hang out in downward dog. 2 and 1, breathe in, lift that leg up. Breathe out. Let's try to bring that knee to the opposite elbow. If it's easier for you just to keep it towards your nose, feel free to do that. Breathe in, let's raise that leg up. Breathe out, let's bring that leg all the way forward. And then let's set up for warrior 1. So I'm going to bring my back left leg to the outer edge of the mat. Slowly make your way up. You want both of your hips facing forward. You can either keep your hands on your hips or reach your arms up. If you want, you can bring your hands together to touch. Feel your back activated. Now we're in our warrior pose. Feel that inner strength, that power. You can bring attention to your third chakra, that spinning wheel of gold energy, radiating out your inner fire. Breathe in, elongate and reach up. Breathe out, bring those arms behind your back, interlace your fingers and open up your shoulders. If your preference is to hold on to opposite elbows, you can do that, or you can put your hands in fists and push them together, or even do a reverse prayer. So choose what feels good to you. Breathe in, elongate your spine. Breathe out. Let's go forward into humble warrior. So we're going to bring our right shoulder to the inside of our leg. That's what you're aiming to do. Keeping your belly tucked in, allow your head and neck to just rest. Allow it to chill down there. That right leg is definitely working hard right now. If you need to straighten that leg or come out of it at any time, just listen to your body. Always listen. You can adapt any of these poses so it works for you today. And feel free to ask questions about adaptations for any of the things that we do in the classes. Make your way back up. Nice. Now let's straighten that front leg. And let's take that back leg and shorten your stance a little bit. We're still going to face forward. You can keep the same arms or change them. So you choose. Breathe in, elongate the spine. Open up your heart. Breathe out, hinge at the hips. And you can either come to a flat back and keep your arms where they are, or you can bring your arms to the sides. You can bring your hands down and have them on blocks, or right down to the mat. So listen to your body. You're aiming to have a nice long spine. You know, with me having my hands down, if I still wanted to keep a flat back, I would really need to have my blocks. Okay, so you choose what feels best for you today. Use that core, tuck in that belly, breathing in and out through your nose, making sure that you're not holding your breath. And then let's drop the left hand down, right arm goes all the way up and you're twisting to the right, squeezing out the organs. We can have a really nice detox with this. And let's bring our right hand down to the inside of our right foot. And let's bring our left arm all the way up and we're twisting to the left now. Let's bring that left arm back down. We're gonna bring our arms a little bit above that right foot. Take that back foot, bring it a little bit closer, hips facing forward, and let's raise that back leg up to half splits. Now you can either have your toes pointed at the back or your foot flexed. If you want to add to the balance, you can take one hand or both hands and wrap them around your ankle or behind your calf. So it depends on what your balance is like and what, if you want to challenge yourself today, but always keep yourself safe. Listen to your body and what you're ready for, and even how you are mentally and emotionally today. You might find some days you're ready for more of a challenge than other days. So honor that about yourself. Let's bend that front leg now. Bring that back leg all the way back to a warrior one type of stance. And let's come back up to warrior one. And then let's slide ourselves into warrior two. So you might need to change that footing. I'm gonna bring my back leg in towards the mat a bit more, reaching with my right arm, reaching with the left arm, feeling the power in this stance. Let's go to reverse warriors. Let's reach forward with that arm first, and then come on back. That back arm can wrap it around your leg, around your back, or just have it placed on that back leg wherever it falls. From here, let's do our windmill down to the mat. Plant your hands, go to plank. And then you can either go to your knees and to your belly, or chaturanga dadasana, then lower all the way down. And let's go into our cobra. Breathe in as we come up in cobra at a level that feels good for your back today. Breathe out, come on down. Breathe in, come on up. Breathe out, come on down. One last time, breathe in and come on up. Breathe out and come on down. Let's take our arms into cactus. Our chest is raised, our chin is slightly raised. We'll work on strengthening that lower back. If you like, you can raise your legs up off the ground as well. Don't hold your breath, so make sure you keep on breathing. And then let's draw our elbows back. And so you're squeezing those wings together, your chest is coming up a little bit higher, and then breathe out and reach with those arms. Breathe in, come on up to cactus, and then a little bit more, bring your wings together, coming up a little bit higher, and then breathe out and reach. If that breath pattern is too much, then adjust it, okay? So breathe in, come on up to cactus, breathe in a little bit more and bring your wings together, and then breathe out and reach forward. Last time, breathe in, arms to cactus. Breathe in a bit more, bring those elbows together. Breathe out and reach. All right, let's rest in crocodile. So hands overlap one another. You can bring your forehead down to rest on your hands. Elbows are at opposite sides of your mat. And give your lower back permission to just sink, melt into your mat. All right, let's get moving again. We're going to bring our hands close to our chest. Tuck those toes, or you can go onto your knees. You're going to make your way in the way that feels best for you to downward dog. I'm going to push up to plank and then downward dog. Take a breath in, and on your next breath out, breathe out like a horse. Flutter your lips like a horse. And do that one more time. Feels nice letting out that excess energy. Let's breathe in and lift that left leg up. Breathe out, bring your knee to your nose. Breathe in, lift that left leg up. Breathe out, let's bring our knee to our left elbow. Breathe in, left leg up. Breathe out, knee to right elbow. Breathe in, left leg up. Now let's bring that foot forward, plant it between the hands. Set yourself up for warrior one. Arms can be, or hands can be on your waist, or reaching up, or even hands together to touch. Feel the power, feel your 2 feet with the 4 corners firmly planted on the ground, helping you to feel safe and secure within your power. Breathe in, elongate as you reach up. Breathe out, let's bring those hands behind the back. You can interlace the fingers or choose one of the other hand positions. Breathe in, elongate the spine. Breathe out, humble warrior. Start coming down, left shoulder on the inside of your left leg. Allow your head and neck to just rest. Feel that left leg activated. Feel how strong you are. Even if it's getting tired or somewhat sore, feel the strength and the power within you as your muscles are building. Tuck that belly in. Make your way back up. Let's straighten that front leg. And let's bring the back leg a little bit closer. If you'd like a wider stance, that's okay too. So facing forward, hinge at the hips. You can change your arms if you like. You can always bring your arms down to a block or to the mat, tucking your belly in, keeping a flat back. Feel the nice stretch in the back of that front leg, but also feel your core working. Feel free to change your arms at any time. Let's drop our right hand down and our left arm reaches up as we twist, open up our heart towards the ceiling. Let's bring that left hand to the inside of that left foot. Bring our right arm up and twist our hearts open to the right. Let's bring that arm down. Bring your hands above that left foot. Bring that back leg a little bit closer and come on up to half splits. Your back foot can be flexed or toes pointed. You can add extra balance by bringing one hand or both hands around your left ankle. Feel the stability even in just one leg. You can bring attention to that third chakra, that spinning wheel of yellow golden energy, helping us to feel strong in who we are, strong in our decisions, strong in our beliefs, our values, whatever our priority is for us on any given day. Let's bend that front leg. Let's bring that back leg back. Set yourself up for warrior one. Come on back up. Now you can transition to warrior two. Adapt your legs as needed. Reaching forward with that left arm, reaching back with the right, looking over that middle finger. Tuck that belly in. Feel the power within this stance. Feel the power within you. Bring your attention to your third chakra again. Above your belly button, beautiful spinning wheel of fire-like energy. Let's breathe in as we reach that arm forward. Breathe out and let's pull that beautiful energy back into our reverse warrior. Coming a little bit deeper in that front leg. Again, bring attention to your third chakra, your solar plexus, your power, your warrior self. Let's windmill the hands down to the mat. Plank pose. Your choice of vinyasa here. Can meet in downward dog. If at any time you need to regroup, rest, regenerate, you can always go back into child's pose. Tuck that belly in. If you're ready to move forward, bend your knees, look forward, step or hop towards the top of the mat, and fold. Let's grab onto opposite elbows and bring that belly as close to your thighs as it feels good for you. So feel free to bend your knees as much as you need. Allow that head and neck to hang. Give it permission to chill. It doesn't need to do anything right now. If you want, you can aim to try to straighten your legs a bit, just opening up the backs of your legs a little bit more. As you're working that, you're opening up that root chakra. Your legs are an extension of your root chakra. This is your safety, your security, your foundation, and your connection with Mother Earth. And we want to connect down into Mother Earth. You can picture roots coming from the bottoms of your feet down into the core and soaking in the beautiful energy of Mother Earth that activates every single cell in your body. Let's drop our hands down. Let's breathe in, halfway lift to a flat back, and fold. Put your toes together to touch a small space between your heels, or if you prefer having your legs shoulder width apart, by all means. We're gonna come up to chair pose. Breathe in and up, and then sit down into chair, dropping your hips. Opening up your heart. You can draw your pinky fingers in so your shoulders aren't too high up. Allow your wings to just fall down your back. Breathe in, elongate the spine. Breathe out, bring your hands to your heart. Breathe in, elongate. Breathe out, twist to the right. Okay, so you're pushing that left forearm on that right thigh, pushing your heart up to the sky. So your hands are pushing against one another as you're pushing your heart up. Think about tucking in that belly. Let's breathe in, come back to center. Breathe out, let's twist to the left. So when we're doing these twisting poses, we're also not only doing a beautiful detox on our organs, but we're also helping to enhance our digestion, which is part of that third chakra. Breathe in, come back to center. Breathe out, fold. Breathe in, halfway lift to a flat back. And breathe out and fold. Breathe in, come all the way up, scooping amazing positive energy all the way up. You can arc your back if that feels good for you. Breathe out, hands to your heart. Let's take a step to the left. Maybe it's your right, to the long end of your mat. Let's bring our toes in slightly. Have your hands on your hips as you breathe in and elongate your spine. Breathe out, let's hinge at the hips. Okay, keeping that belly tucked, let's raise our arms up. You're keeping that chin up slightly. Using your core, you'll feel a nice stretch up the backs of your legs right into your glutes. And breathe in and out through your nose. Keeping that belly tucked as best you can. It's just bringing your attention to it. Now let's drop our fingertips down and open up our heart so we have a slight raise in our chin. If it doesn't feel nice on your neck, then allow your neck and your shoulders and your head just to relax and chill. Now let's take our left hand and put it between our feet, and our right arm, we're gonna raise it up as we twist to the right. Again, keeping that belly tucked. And let's work our digestion. Let's bring that right arm down and switch to the other side. Let's bring that left arm down. Back onto our fingertips, looking up slightly if that feels okay for you. You'll feel your upper back working. Keeping a tight core, you can raise your arms up with a flat back. Hands on your hips. Breathe in, come back up. All right, let's go back to the front of our mat. Feet shoulder width apart. Breathe in, raise your arms up. Breathe out, hinge forward, swan dive down. Bend your knees when you need to, and as much as you need to, and fold. Bringing your belly close to your thighs. Breathe in, halfway lift to a flat back, and fold. Plant your hands, step back into, actually, let's just step the right leg back. My apologies if I created any confusion there. Let's drop that back knee down and give ourselves a really nice hip flexor stretch. You can either keep your hands on the mat or bring your hands up onto your thigh, pushing forward slightly. Now the back foot, you can keep those toes tucked or feel free to flatten the top of the foot down. Let's once again drop that right arm down, twist to the left. Take the left hand to the inside of the left foot, raise the right arm up and twist to the right. This might feel a little bit awkward. Pay attention to that left shoulder and only twist in a way that feels good for you. Drop that right arm down, frame your foot. Let's bring that front leg all the way forward. So inch that forward, straighten your leg and flex that foot. And again, the back toes can either be tucked or you can flatten that foot down. You can stay on your fingertips or go right onto the pads of your palms of your hands. The goal is to try to keep a flat back. You can see I do have a rounding in my back, so you're just aiming. You're aiming to do that, and you're aiming to bring your belly closer to your thigh. So feel free to bend that front knee as much as you need to bring that belly down. Breathing in and out through your nose. Use your breath to stretch those hamstrings out. Okay, that left leg, let's bend it and bring it to the outer edge of the mat. Your hands are on the inside of your legs. And from here, you can take your left hand if you want and push that leg outward. And so your foot is on the blade edge. Wow, I went for a trail walk before this in my Crocs. The bottoms of my feet are quite dark. So my apologies if you have any shots of the bottoms of my feet. Okay, you can either keep that foot on the blade edge, you can stay where you are, you can flatten that foot if you want to, or come on down onto your forearms. So we're opening up that left hip. Continue to use your breath to open up your body. All right, come on back up. Let's tuck those back toes if they're not already tucked. Let's bring that left leg back. And do your choice of vinyasa here. I'm going to do my chaturanga dadasana. So breathe in forward on the toes, halfway down. Upward facing dog or cobra, downward facing dog. Let's breathe in as we lift the right leg up. Breathe out. Let's bring that leg forward. And let's come down to that low lunge, dropping that left knee down. Toes can be tucked or untucked. Gently pushing forward and giving that left hip flexor a nice stretch. Let's drop that left hand down, open up our hearts to the right. Take that right hand and bring it to the inside of that left foot, and let's open up our hearts to the left. You really have to focus on your balance here. And then bring that hand back down. Let's frame that front foot. I'm going to untuck my toes and then shift that right leg forward. So you're going to straighten that leg, flex that foot. Again, you can have as much of a bend in that front knee as you need. Breathe in, elongate the spine. Breathe out, try to bring your belly a little bit closer in a way that feels good for you today to that thigh. Think about tucking in that belly, long spine. Let's bring that right leg to the outer edge of the mat. So we're going to dragon pose here. Now you can take that right hand and you can push that right leg outwards so your foot is on the blade edge, and then you get to see my nice trail walked foot. Okay, you can either stay there or you can flatten that foot, or you can come down a little bit deeper onto your forearms, continuing to open up that hip. So when we're opening up our hips, we're really working into our second chakra now. You can even get some movement in here. I'm swaying a little bit back and forth because that's what I feel my body wants to do right now. So listen to you. You can always be creative and make all of these poses your own. All right, come on back on your hands. You can lift up that back leg, so tucking those toes under, bringing that right foot to the back to plank. Let's hold plank for a little bit here, making sure your fingers are nicely spread. Your back is tight, your core is tight, your thighs are tight right now. Everything is working. If you want, you can add movement to your plank. You can move forward and back on your toes. If you need to go onto your knees at any time or onto your forearms to give your wrists a break, by all means. Actually, maybe we can all go onto our forearms now. Let's go to forearm plank. Again, you can go forward and back on your toes for 10, 9, 8, 7. At any time, you can come out of it. 6, 5, 4. You've got this. 3, 2, and 1. Put your knees down and let's go all the way down to our bellies. All right, let's go into Sphinx pose. So bringing your elbows nice and close to your chest. Fingertips are facing forward, opening up your heart. You can feel your lower back working. Your chin is slightly raised. Right now, you can even picture your heart chakra, spinning wheel of green energy, or even pink for self-love. You can feel that opening and getting more powerful as you're spreading your love into your household, into your community, across the world. You can feel that heart energy expanding. And maybe right now you can think about different things you're grateful for that is in this world for you. You can think about your family members, maybe pets, maybe where you're living, the home you're in, the neighbors that you have, the friendships, the family that you have, maybe your career, maybe just simply how things have been shifting in this world. Let's bring our hands close to our hearts now. And let's push our way up to tabletop, hands and knees. And let's do a bit of cat-cow again. So breathe in to cow, breathe out to cat. Breathe in to cow, breathe out to cat. Breathe in, neutral spine. Okay, let's sit on our bums. Bring your legs forward into staff pose. Feel free to have as much of a bend in your knee as you need for today. Breathe in, elongate the spine. Breathe out, hinge forward at the hips. And then place your hands down once you can no longer hinge anymore. You're aiming for your belly to come close to your thighs. Breathe in, come back up. Let's bend our right leg close to our chest. Take our right arm, reach it back. Take that left arm, reach it up, hook it over the thigh, and look over your shoulder. And let's do a counter stretch. So we're gonna go to the other side, planting the hands down, bringing your forehead down towards the floor. You can honor Mother Earth, gratitude for this beautiful land we live on, and then come back up. And let's switch. So bring that left leg in nice and close. That left arm comes back, right arm comes up, hooks over, looking over your left shoulder. Elongate the spine. Enjoy the twist. You can bring energy to that third chakra, or bring attention to that third chakra. You can even try a bit of belly breathing here, breathing in and expanding your belly, breathing out, bringing it in. Breathe in, expand it out. Breathe out, bring it in. Okay, let's come back to center. Let's go into cobbler's pose. So bringing your feet together to touch. Your hands around your ankles or around your feet as if you're opening up a book. Or you can reach forward, whatever version that you prefer. You can even use your forearms if you'd like to help guide your legs down. Pushing your heart forward. Your heart is forward, and it also means that your back muscles are engaged. Belly is tucked. Think about that belly. All right, bring those legs back up. You can bring your bum a little bit closer to the end of the mat. Let's lean back on our sit bones. Bring one leg up, the other leg up. You can keep your hands under your thighs if you want, or bring them out to the sides. And you can either stay here, or what we can do is bring our arms open, and you can bring your legs up, and then we can bring it closed. So breathe in, legs can go up, arms open, bring it closed. If you want, you can do different arms. You can bring your arms all the way up as your legs go up, and then bring your hands back down. So choose a version that you like, or you can just hang out in regular boat. You can even alternate your arms between open and up. Now you can keep doing that, or you can even lower down towards the ground, keeping your upper back and legs up off the ground if you can, and coming back up. And then here we can even add on let's pop the legs up and the arms up, and then we can go back down. So choose the version that feels good for you today. We're still lighting that inner fire. Go at your own pace. You can do one more. Okay, I'm gonna drop those feet down. All right, let's slowly come down to the mat, vertebrae by vertebrae. Awesome. Let's reach our arms above our head, reach your legs in the opposite direction. All right, let's bring those legs up towards the ceiling. Now, you can either keep your head and neck and shoulders relaxed on the mat. So listen to your neck, see what's good for you. Or you can place your hands behind your head and raise your chest up off the ground. Or you can bring your arms on the outsides of your legs. And we're gonna do some pulses, okay? So pulse, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. You can bring your head and neck right down to the mat and relax. You know, I love seeing Chewy chilled out on the chair back here. He looks so calm and peaceful. Okay, so do the version that feels good for you. I'm going to raise my upper back, my head and neck up off the ground, and we're going to pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then rest. You can grab onto that right leg, allow that left leg to drop down, but still keeping it hovering off of the ground. Again, listen to your body. If it feels okay on your neck, you can raise the upper body up off the mat, and then we can swap. So keep swapping those legs. Breathing, don't hold your breath. Okay, you can give your head and neck a little bit of a rest. Now, you can either keep doing that one when we start up again. You can do that same version. Or we can drop both legs down as low as it feels okay for you today. So here we go. You can do what we were just doing, or just lower your legs down and come up at a point that feels great for you. Don't feel like you need to go close to the mat, because I want you to listen to your lower back. You need to work with the strength of your core of where it is right now. You might find that from doing these exercises today, your abs, your lower back might be a little bit sore, even for a couple of days. And you can do some heat on them. You can do some cool. You can like mix it up. That's at least what works for me. But you can go with obviously what's the best choice for you. An Epsom salt bath is always amazing. Let's do 2 more. And 1 more. Okay, let's bring those legs back down to the mat. Let's once again reach our arms and our legs in the opposite directions. Okay, let's bring our feet nice and close to our bum, reaching with your fingertips. So you're aiming to try to be able to touch those heels. You can choose to have your hands flat on the mat, or grab onto the edges of the mat, or even interlace your fingers underneath. And then we're gonna push our hips up to bridge pose. If you like, you can snuggle your wings under your heart. Get that heart even higher. If your fingers are interlaced, you're aiming to try to keep your hands towards the mat. And that can be tough. And if it's too much on your shoulders, you can just have your hands flat on the mat. So your toes are facing the short edge of your mat as opposed to being on an angle. Let's lift the right leg up into the sky. Then let's cross that right foot over and then drop the bum down towards the mat. All right, now here you can either take that right hand and just gently push it against that right thigh, just doing a gentle opening here. Or we can go deeper and you can bring your hands through your thighs, grabbing on the outside or around your thigh. And if it feels good on your neck, you can bring your nose towards that knee. And then let's drop that foot down. Let's bring our arms into a T. Bring those legs up, and then let's bring them over to the right. So we're twisting the legs to the right as we're looking over our left shoulder. And then let's bring those legs back up, and this time let's twist them to the left as we look over our right shoulder. Let's bring them up back to center. Drop those legs down and uncross the legs. Let's go back into our bridge pose and choose the arms that feel best for you. So you're pushing your pelvis towards the ceiling. Let's lift that left leg straight up in the air. Feel that glute muscle engaged. Let's cross that left leg over the right thigh and bring those hips back down. So if you want, you can just take your left hand and place it on that thigh to further open up your hips, or we can go deeper by reaching through our legs and around the back of the thigh. You can keep your head and neck on the mat or bring your chin to come towards that knee or your nose towards that knee. You don't have to crank your neck at all. You can even, I like to add a little bit of a rock in here. Maybe that's just me, but I find it soothing. And let's bring those legs back down to the ground, arms out in a T, and let's bring those legs up and over to the left as we look over the right shoulder. So throughout this class, we've been doing some gentle twists. So that's really honing in on that third chakra. Also helping with the digestion, helping to really ignite that inner fire. Let's bring our legs up and over to the right. And if it feels good for you, you can look to the left. And bring your legs back to center and uncross those legs. All right, if there's any positions that you'd like to do before Shavasana, you can take those now. I'm gonna do a happy baby, so feel free to do a happy baby with me or anything else that feels right for you right now. So I just have my hands on the outsides of my feet, my arms are on the insides of my legs, my tailbone is flat on the mat, and I'm drawing my feet and my knees towards the mat as my feet are trying to push my hands up towards the ceiling. You can add a bit of a rock and a roll in here if that feels nice for you today. Whatever is going to make your baby happy. And whenever you're ready, get yourself into a perfect position for you today for Shavasana. So maybe you're going to be outstretched like a big X on the ground. Or maybe you prefer to have your knees bent and touching each other. Or you might even want to do a cobbler's pose, your feet together to touch and allowing your thighs just to hang open. Choose a positioning for your hands, either by your sides or one on your heart and one on your belly. You can even have one hand between your hips, on your sacral chakra, your second chakra, and one hand on that third chakra. And we can do a bit of belly breathing with this now. So you breathe in and allow that belly to expand, and breathe out and just allow it to fall. Breathe in, allow it to expand. Breathe out, allow it to fall. Breathe in and expand. Breathe out and fall. Now you can continue doing that, or you might even want to try a laying down version of breath of fire. I tend to do this slowly. I'm still working on my breath of fire. So I breathe in, and as I breathe out, I bring my belly in. And you can breathe out through your nose. So breathe in and out. So on the breath out, you're bringing that belly right in with force, with power. Breathe in and out. And you can try to speed it up. And you can relax. You can bring attention to the fire that's in your belly. And picture that spinning wheel of golden yellow energy expanding outward. You might even feel the heat in your belly. Anytime a situation, a person, an experience creates a less than feeling within you, or a not good enough feeling within you, or not strong enough feeling within you, remind yourself that you are power. You are powerful. Feel that inner fire within you. Feel the flame that has grown so strong throughout this practice. This is you in your strength, in your power, in your confidence, in your courage, and everything that you have faced in this lifetime. You have gotten through all of it. You are strong enough. And you can even repeat the affirmation, I am strong. I am strong. I am strong. You can deepen your breath. In your own timing, you can roll to one side. And whenever you're ready, eyes can be closed or open, whatever feels best for you at this time. You can make your way to a seated position. Tune into your body and see how you feel now in comparison to how you felt when you first started. If you set an intention for this practice, you can see whether that intention was met. And if you haven't set an intention for the rest of your day, you can do that now. You can bring your hands together in a prayer position. Bring your thumbs to your forehead. May you have kind thoughts and intentions today. Bring your thumbs to your lips. May you speak kind words to yourself and to others. Bring your thumbs to your heart. May your heart be filled with love, joy, peace, and gratitude. From my light to your beautiful light, let's spread our light around the world as we bow and say namaste.
The Joyful Yogini here. So if you want to join one of my live classes, I would love it. So on Tuesdays, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, you can join, so that's Toronto time, you can join either on Twitch or right here live on the YouTube channel. Or you can join on Wednesday or Saturday mornings, and it's only $5 a class for those for the Wednesday and Saturday mornings. You can DM me for more information. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching.